Okay, so today we're going deep on ego.
Okay.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
We're always talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like
Yeah.
when things go wrong,
Right.
like when you make mistakes,
Yeah, yeah.
ego can really
It's like
mess you up.
it sneaks in, doesn't it?
So
Yeah.
we're looking at chapter 7 from Ego is the Enemy
Okay. Yeah.
by Ryan Holiday.
Good stuff.
Have you ever had that?
Oh, yeah.
Like you let your ego
Happens all the time.
get in the way of like learning
Mm-hmm.
from your mistakes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's and stuff.
Yep. Elder.
But you know what I found really interesting in this chapter
Okay.
was this whole cycle that Holiday talks about.
Yeah.
Aspiration, success,
Yeah.
adversity.
Yeah, you hit a roadblock.
You hit that roadblock and
Yeah.
then you're right back
Yeah.
to aspiration. It's like this loop.
Luke, yeah.
It's a cycle we all
Yeah.
kind of go through.
Yeah.
I think so.
I see it in my life all the time.
Totally. Yeah.
And in other people's lives, too.
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
our ego can make that whole cycle
Oh, yeah.
way harder,
Totally.
especially when we're dealing with failure.
Oh, especially failure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's like it turns
Yeah.
failure into something permanent.
Permanent failure.
That's what Holiday calls it.
Oh, yeah.
Permanent failure.
I hate that feeling.
It's like you're stuck.
Yeah. It's like you can't.
He's gone of defeat.
Yeah.
And it feels like the end of the world.
Oh, yeah.
But think about, like, Winston Churchill. You know, he spent years
Standing alone.
standing alone against
Yeah.
popular opinion.
Yeah, like how did he get through that?
Or Catherine and Donald Graham.
Yeah.
They fought so hard to save.
Their family's newspaper.
That newspaper,
Yeah.
they faced enormous pressure.
Yeah. So how did they see beyond that, like, feeling of permanent failure?
Well, for Churchill, I think it was his belief in his vision.
Okay.
He never let the doubts of others, or
Mhm.
even his own doubts,
Yeah.
make him question what he was fighting for.
So he had this bigger picture.
Yeah. The long-term goal,
Yeah.
he was focused on that. And the Grahams,
Yeah.
it was their commitment to something bigger than themselves,
Okay.
their family's legacy, their employees,
Yeah.
the role of a free press.
Right.
Those things fueled their determination,
Even when it was hard.
even when they faced those huge financial and political pressures.
So they had this driving force
Yes.
that was beyond ego.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like that Joseph Conrad quote.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
He said, "I don't like work. No man does. But I like what is in the work, the chance to find yourself."
Hmm.
You know, we often find our true selves,
Yeah.
our resilience,
Mhm.
not in those easy wins,
Well,
but in those moments
when we struggle.
where we have to dig deep
Okay.
and push through.
So the struggle is the thing.
It reveals who we are.
Okay.
And that's where self-awareness comes in.
Okay.
Holiday really emphasizes this.
Okay.
We need to be able to recognize our ego,
Yeah.
see when it's hijacking our actions and decisions.
Like, how do we do that?
Well-
It seems really abstract.
One thing Holiday suggests is
Yeah.
regularly checking our motivations,
Okay.
asking ourselves,
Like what kinds of questions?
why am I doing this? Is it for the project, or am I just trying to prove myself?
Oh, so like being really honest with yourself?
Yeah, are you trying to avoid looking bad?
Okay.
You know, just check your motivations.
So checking to see if your actions are like matching your values.
Exactly.
Goal.
Are they feeding your ego, or
Yeah.
are they
That's just
for something bigger?
Okay.
Another thing is seeking out feedback from people who will challenge us.
Yeah.
It's easy to surround yourself with yes men,
Oh, yeah, totally.
but it's those tough critiques
Yeah.
that can help us grow.
They help us see our blind spot.
Totally.
It's like that quote,
Which one?
people learn from their failures.
Mm,
Seldom do they learn anything from success.
that's Harold Gene.
Yeah.
He's right.
It's so easy to let success
Oh, yeah.
inflate your ego.
Absolutely.
It's like failure that makes you reflect.
It forces you to,
Yeah.
and it makes you grow.
Think about a time you really messed up.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you learn?
I've learned a lot
Me too.
from my mistakes.
Yeah.
That's why Holiday includes that Celtic saying,
What's that one?
see much, study much, suffer much. That is the path to wisdom.
Wow.
It's in those moments of suffering
Mhm.
we learn,
We grow.
we develop.
So we have to face the challenges head on
Right.
without letting ego take over.
That's the key.
And that's how we gain wisdom.
Yeah.
Grow.
It's like those challenges are training.
Okay.
They're training for a stronger self,
Yeah.
a more resilient self.
I like that. So the big lesson is ego can be a big obstacle,
Mm-hmm.
especially with setbacks.
Yes.
But if we're self-aware
Yeah,
and learn from our mistakes
exactly.
and remember that adversity is like part of the journey.
Everyone goes through it.
Yeah.
It's part of life.
We can overcome it.
You got it.
But the real challenge
Yeah.
is keeping that ego in check.
Oh, yeah.
Not just when we're struggling,
Mm.
but when we're on top of the world.
It's when it's most dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Insidious.
So here's a final thought.
Right.
If ego is the enemy,
Mm-hmm.
what are your strategies
Mm.
for keeping it in check
Good question.
when you're on top of the world
Yeah.
and when
You're
you're
struggling.
struggling?
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Think about it as you move forward.
Thanks.
Keep diving.
I will.